Tell me, my dear friend, what is your history exactly?
Well, Mr. Sting, I started off as just a humble bus driver, and
Yes.
before I knew it, I was on the ladder of popularity, of fame, drugs, guns. I'm sure you know the story, Mr. Singh, you know. But then, after a meeting with the police, and after many consultations with the police, it was decided upon us both, really, that would be a mutually beneficial partnership, Mr. Singh. Now, Mr. Singh, what is your relationship like with the police?
That is a very interesting question indeed. So when Mr. Singh originally arrived here on the shores of London, he wasn't initially greeted with open arms. Eventually, the police accepted Mr. Singh after he had displayed incredible lawyering skills, an unbiased approach to the law. You know what I am saying? So I garnered a respect. However, Mr. Singh identified many corrupt policings indeedings that do not act upon crime. They do nothing. They just sit around eating donuts, drinking coffee, and just doing diddly squat. This makes Mr. Singh very angry. And so I took it upon myself. And yes, this may be a shock to some of you in this room. But indeed, at night, sometimes I would put a mask on, grab a gun, and take law into my own hands. For my friend, I hold, how you say, an ultra-libertarian sort of perspective when it comes to many aspects of law. You know what I mean? In terms of how criminals should be dealt with. Not the whole political philosophy, but I think more should be done. I think civilians should have more of the power to take control of their own lives. And if their lives are controlled by crime, they should act upon it. They should do some things about it. Perez, you knocked me. You almost knocked my cognac out of my bloody hands.
Mr. Singh, can you check your phone?
Huh?
You alright, Tony?
Please check your phone.
Mr. Batiman, can you follow me, please?
Yep.
Take a walk, Tony.
Just wondering if we can pet the dog.
Jesus in Christ. Hey. Perez, can you at least pay me the common courtesy of knocking me back into the center of the room?
Of course.
You know I have slight OCDs. That is good. Thank you.
Mr. Singh, I must say.
Yes.
I'm incredibly impressed with your situation. I'm incredibly impressed with your personnel. I can tell from each member of this room that they hold a special place in your heart. And I'm the same. Me and the Weathermen. I love them all. Me and the Weathermen have become a united group in recent times. Lewis here, when I found him, he was nothing. Tony here was just a boy. And I'm sure you'll meet Ron and James and Nobby at a later date. I think it's important that we meet and, consider our options for the future.
Yes.
And frankly, Mr. Singh, this has been a long time coming. You know what I mean, Mr. Singh?
It has indeed, my friend. Indeed. As soon as I set foot upon these shores, I knew something was not right. There was some sort of taint. The water not taste right. The air smell a bit different. I realized straight away. Corruption. Yes, throbbing through the very, very veins of the city itself. Indeed, pulsating, ready to pop and destroy the city at any given time.
Let's be real, he's fantastic.
And it all starts from the top, my friend. It all starts from the top. I can tell you that.
A position where I think we both feel comfortable sitting, Mr. Singh.
Well, quite so, but are you familiar with the Roman general Cincinnatus?
Big time.
Oh, you know about him, yes. I do not seek power, my friend. I do not seek power, but I only seek the means to do what I must do for the betterment of my fellow men, as I believe that we are all equal. we are all equal. Except perhaps for criminals. Now, how would you deal with, say, someone who has perhaps murdered an innocent person in the street?
Well,
Be honest, my friend.
my first call would be to my right-hand man, Lewis, who is normally perfect in those situations. But I'm a man of conversation over violence,
Yes.
Mr. Singh. I prefer to talk
Yes.
a criminal out of crime rather than simply encourage his disobedience.
Yes, yes. Would you agree to this particular line? Violence begets violence.
Yeah, I think I would.
But sometimes, indeed, violence is a necessary evil. As there cannot be good without evil, no?
Absolutely.
Yes, yes, very
Not
good,
to
very
mention
good.
some people do not respond to conversation.
That is quite true. That is quite true. You will find in this city that a lot of people do not possess the, how you say, verbal communication skill set to be able to even hold a simple conversationings. You know what I
Well,
meaning?
Mr. Singh, they perhaps haven't met a voice quite like mine.
Indeed, indeed. It is quite alluring, I must admit. Yes, yes. But my friend, you must strike fear into their hearts. You must strike fear into their hearts. That is how they will listen.
I've made men cry with this voice, Mr. Singh. Cry. Tears of sadness.
Tears of
fear.
sadness. Tears of fear.
And some tears of joy. You'll meet wrong.
Oh, tears of joy. Is this sort of like when you have turned them to the light and they have reflected upon the evils they have committed and broken down in guilt almost, would you say?
Something like that.
Yes, turning them from the dark side to the lighting side. Yes.
Something like that. Now, Mr. Singh, I don't want to take too much of your time. You're a busy man. I'm sure we've both got things to do. But I feel enlightened by this meet, Mr. Singh.
I am glad you feel so, my friend. I now understand that we are exactly on the same wavelength thing. Now, the next meeting we have, it shall be one-on-one, okay?
Sounds perfect, Mr. Singh.
And then we shall really get down to the nitty-gritties, okay?
Fantastic.
Now tell me something, my
Christ.
good friend.
Christ.
Will I see you in the newspapers tomorrow?
More likely on the back than the front, Mr. Singh.
We shall see, my friend. We shall see.
Take care, Mr. Singh. Tone, Lewis.
Good day, my friends. Good day.
Take care.
You too.
I appreciate your time. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Yeah, certainly.
What the fuck is that? I don't know about you two.
I think I've just shit myself.
That was intense.